Now this question says use the information that 322 times 48 equal to 15,456 to find the value of A 3.22 times 4.8, B 0.322 times 0.48, and C 15,456 divided by 4.8. Now this takes us to a topic I call multiplying and dividing by powers of 10. Okay, now when you want to multiply by a power of 10, let's say 10, let's say you have 15 times 10. Okay, you just add a 0 to the number if it's a whole number. Okay, now if it's a whole number, since this is a whole number 15, you add a 0 to it, it becomes 150. Okay, now if you're multiplying by 100, that's 10 raised to power 2. Okay, you add 2 zeros to the whole number, it becomes 1500. If you're multiplying by 10 raised to power 3, that's 1000. You're going to add 3 zeros to the number 1, 2, 3. Okay, now if you're multiplying by powers of 10, okay, you're multiplying a fraction by powers of 10, or yes, a decimal. Okay, let's say 1.5. Let's start with powers of 10 times 10 raised to power 1. Okay, that's 10. Okay, now you shift the decimal place one place to the right to give you 15. If you multiply by 10 raised to power 2 or 100, 10 raised to power 2 or 100, you shift the decimal place 2 places to the right. Okay, 1, 5, that's going this way, 1, 2, that's 1.5 here. You count 2 places to the right, 1, 2, so you put your 0 here, your decimal comes here, so it's going to be 150. Okay, if you multiply by 10 raised to power 3, that's 1000. 1.5 times 1000. You're going to shift your decimal place 3 places to the right, so you have 1.5, you have 1, 2, 3, which is going to give you 0 being here, 0 being here, it's going to give you 1500. Okay, now if you're dividing a whole number by a power of 10, okay, let's say 15, you're dividing by 10. Okay, now 15 means is the same as 15.0. Okay, that's the decimal point is after the whole number, then there's a 0. Now you're going to take this imaginary decimal point and move it one place to the left. If you're dividing by a power of 10, you move one place to the left. If you're multiplying by a power of 10, you move one place to the right. Okay, now dividing by 10, you have one place to the left, it goes here, so it's going to be 1.5. Okay, now if you're dividing a whole number by 10 raised to power 2, that's 100. Let's take that our whole number is 15.0, then divided by 100, you move 2 places to the left, that's 1, 2. Okay, now it's going to give us 0.15. Now if you're dividing by 1000, you move 3 places to the left, 15.0, you have 1, 2, 3. So your decimal point will be here, and then your 0 will be here, so you have 0.015. Okay, now that's typically how you do it when you're dividing by a power of 10. Even if it's a decimal that you're or yes, a fraction that you're dividing, or a decimal, if you have 1.5, just start from where the decimal point is and move how many places to the left. Okay, now that takes us back to our question. We're told that 322 times 48 will give us 15,456. Okay, now we're asked to find the value of 3.22 times 4.8. Okay, that means this one, they actually divided by 100. They moved, remember 322 is the same as 322.0. This is the same as 322.0 times 48.0 equal to 15456.0. Okay, so for this one now to become like this, that means they took this decimal place 2 places to the left. That means they divided by 100. Okay, they divided this by 100 to become this. Now this one again, they took the decimal place 1 place to the left. That means they divided this by 10. Okay, So for you to have the same answer, you're going to divide this answer now by this times this. That's 1 over 1000. Okay, so dividing this by 1 over 1000, you have 15456.0 divided by 1000. So you go this way, 1 2 3. So your answer is going to be 15.456. Okay, that's it for that one. Remember, we'll first relate this to what we're given, and we'll find out how many places to the left or right that they actually took the decimal points to, and then to now tell us what they actually divide, what you're actually going to divide this final answer by to get the answer. Now let's go to the next question. The next question says 0.322 times 0.48. Okay, now compare it to the normal one we were given, 322 times 48 equal to 15456 rather. Okay, now compare this and this. You find out that, remember, this is the same thing as 0.0 and this is the same thing as 48.0. So compare this and this. You find out that this decimal place was taking 1 2 3 places to the left to give this. Okay, that means it was divided by 1000. Remember, the number of places you take it to the left tells you the number of degree of tens that it is. Okay, that's 10 raised power minus 3, or 10 raised power 3 taken to the left. Okay, now 48, now to become this, they actually took the decimal place 1 2 places to the left, so that means they divided by 100. Okay, now we're going to multiply this and use that and divide this to be able to get an answer that will be okay for this. So this times this is going to be 1 over 100,000. That's 6 times this. So now we're going to divide this by 1 over 100,000. So this, taking the decimal place 1 2 3 4 5 places to the left. From here you have 1 2 3 4 5. So the answer of this one is going to be 0.15456. Okay, now as I said earlier, you're going to compare this and find out how many places to the left that they actually took the decimal point. Okay, also check out for this one, then to now tell you what you're now going to use to divide this answer to be able to get an answer for this. Okay, now let's see this other one that we're given, that 15456 divided by 4.8. Okay, now we're given, remember, that 322 times 448 will give you 15456. Okay, now making this 15456 to divide to be on this side, okay, or to be on the division side. Okay, we'll taking this or dividing both sides by 48, you have 322 equal to, that's when you divide this side by 48 and divide this side by 48. Okay, this one will cancel out this one. It will be 322 equal to 15456 divided by 48. Okay, now let's compare it to what you were given. 15456 divided by 48 equal to 322. Okay, but this one we're given 15456 divided by 4.8. Okay, and we're told to find the answer. So comparing this and this, now remember that in multiplication, after getting this, whatever we got to multiply out the two sides, and then that's what we'll divide this on with. Okay, now that's for multiplication. For division, if you find out that, remember, for this one now, for this one was 48, and then they now divided by 10. Okay, that they took the decimal place one place to the right, decimal point one place to the right, left rather, and they got this. Okay, and it's division. So for division, how many places that you actually found out they took the decimal place to, that's what you're going to use to multiply this. Remember, for multiplication we used it to divide the answer. Okay, now for division you're going to use it to multiply the answer. It's more like the opposite. Okay, for multiplication we use it to divide the answer, for division we use it to multiply the answer. So now we found out that they took the decimal point from this one a place to the left to get this. Okay, So instead of this now, for the first one we got 322. So for the second one, we're going to multiply that. Instead of 1 over 10, we're going to multiply this now by 10 to get our answer here. So this times 10 is going to give you 3220. Remember, it's a whole number, so when you're multiplying a whole number by 10, you add a 0 to it. It's going to give you 3220. So that will be the answer for that. So the major rule about this one is, if you actually, the main secret in it is that when they give you multiplication and you find out the power of 10 that it was actually divided by, okay, you now divide the answer by it. But if they give you a division and you find out the power of 10, okay, that was divided by, then you multiply by it. That's basically the rules.